वेलकम बैक KC1 कबड्डी स्टेज अप टूर्नामेंट 2021 और आज का यहाँ पर आखिरी मुकाबला नरवाल गोल्डन क्लब वर्सेज वॉरियर्स अरेना. सो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, प्लीज वेलकम ऑन कोर्ट द टीम नरवाल गोल्डन क्लब. तो फिलहाल यहाँ पर नरवाल गोल्डन क्लब पहली जीत की तलाश में. सो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, प्लीज वेलकम ऑन कोर्ट द टीम वॉरियर्स अरेना.
Welcome back, and I am Ravish here on Fan. Narwal Golden Club versus Warriors Arena, and we are also my friend along with me, Sarthak Klal. Sarthak, wow, how are you, Sarthak? Welcome to this wonderful night.
Hi Naveen, it's great to be back here and it promises to be a thriller, doesn't it? Narwal Golden Club versus Warriors Arena Academy. It is something to be a great website, Naveen. We can get all the action, and if we want to tune into the live matches, we can just come here on fan code at 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. daily, and then head over to kabaddiadda.com to get all the live match statistics. What a pleasure this has
Yes,
been, and the toss is
wonderful.
happening as you can see here.
Yes. Himanshu has lost the toss there to NGC, Narwal Golden Warriors, winning the toss and selecting the court. Now, that was a wonderful move, I believe, because winning the toss and raiding in the second half, because Warriors Arena making sure they have their raids going. Here we have Sarthak, Narwal Golden Club. Any men to watch out for? I feel Rakesh will do his duties as well today, and I'm waiting for Sansar to fire on both the guns.
Yes, Naveen, definitely. It has been a sort of a teamwork, and you take into consideration that the Narwal Golden Club have lost all their matches so far. So when it comes to
Right.
the individual things, they haven't really got off that mark. But compare them to the Warriors Arena Academy, they have won two of the four matches, and also they have won their game, the previous game against the same side. So the previous match between the two sides has gone to the Warriors. Narwal will be under the pressure to finally open their account on the points table. So all in all, I can say pressure on Narwal Golden Club and Warriors. Although they will go into this side as the favorites, they aren't in a comfortable position as of now. They would like to get more points on the board as well. So the
Exactly.
improvement
Himanshu
something.
Surajmal. Yeah, so there we go. Himanshu Surajmal comes in, the man to watch out for, because he's the captain for Narwal Golden Club. The duck, that is the zero that they are sitting on. He needs their team to go out and do that golden move match, because he will be leading from the front, because that average strike rate, Sarthak, really is impressive. And of course, he will be having his counterpart as well. There we have jersey number 2, Akash. So Akash, there the real man to watch out for. Raiders versus Raiders. This match is going to be both the captain being called. The raid will definitely come in from the Warriors arena, because Himanshu there winning the.
There,
In fact, there was the Warriors arena
there
winning
it
the
is.
toss and inviting NGC to raid. Yeah, Pawan there.
The, Pawan, and a good start is necessarily something that both the teams want. Remember, if you don't get a good start, then you're staring at a big defeat, and that means a point difference of greater than 4 points gives you 5 points on the board, and if you lose of a point difference that more than five, then of course you don't even get a point. That's what has happened with the Warriors, so with the Narwal Golden Club so far. They have just fired a
Exactly.
blank and have a point difference of negative 65. Naveen, you know this. It is something which is a cause of concern, because the heavy defeats are something which the teams don't like.
Exactly. So that is what the who are lagging behind by a few points should make sure that score difference is below 5, or at least by running hand touch there. Has he got that right cover? Wonderful running hand touch there by Karambir. Karambir got his man. Right cover has to go out. This is the start that's required there.
That was just phenomenal there. But one more thing now, Narwal Golden Club raiding, but they have to take into consideration that they don't really have a star defender in this lineup so far. Deepak Jagdish is the best defender with 9 points. So Narwal Golden Club have to get the defense going, which is something which hasn't really gone their way so far, hasn't it?
Exactly, exactly. And defending someone against Akash is definitely going to be a very, very tough task there for Warriors Arena as well. So, NGC have got their men right, but the execution needs to fire for them, because we see that right corner on that just number 12, making sure he does not give anything to Akash. And that is what happened. Another empty raid, and we are following all the COVID norms. And do or die raid comes in. Sarkar, in fact, Sansar, that is, will be coming in. Sansar is got all the pressures to do. The defense will not pounce on him. The right raider will have to get some points out of that left corner cover. But what a tackle! It was an advanced tackle. That wasn't there. That definitely wasn't necessary there. Karambir needs to go out. In fact,
This is what we were talking about, Naveen, just a couple of minutes ago. An inexperienced do or die raid, you don't really need to go for a tackle attempt. The raider is someone who has to get the points. If he doesn't get it in 30 seconds, he is going to go off the mat. It's something which we will never understand. The inexperience is something they have to worry about, and the coach will really not be happy, Naveen.
definitely, definitely, Sarthak. The inexperience in showing in, but this is the place where they can get that unbelievable amount of experiences, because any you practice on your mat, none of the practice is as strong as a match practice. So Akash in there looking at once again that inexperience giving in that point. Bharat Ray had to retrieve in time, but he did not. He went out on the bench. So two apiece now. Rakesh Subhash comes in, tries that long stretching and touch, and what a supportive tackle! What a tackle here! He's been pinned down. Sahil, right corner, coming in and making sure Warriors Arena get this man down. In fact, there was a combination effort of Rohit and Sahil.
There it is. This is also very important. The block comes in, and many a times, with the sheer strength that Rakesh had, he was able to stop the defender. But then the raider could have also gone past. The support was very crucial on that occasion, and it's something. There comes Warriors Arena, raiding from
Yeah,
right to left,
there in
and
fact has stopped. Pawan has been made sure that he crosses that midline. Look at that once again, Sarthak, for you all. The defense went in strong. Left corner, Vishal Huda coming in, but making sure Pawan gets that point there. Warriors Arena in the lead.
and that's what we were talking about again. Just two raids, and you saw what a support can defend from a defender can do. I would say the second tackle was a better one, but then if you don't have any support, you give the opponent a point. Yeah, a pursuit here just crosses the balk
That
line and comes back.
that was an intelligent thing to invite the opposition for the do or die raid, I believe, because that was a very quick raid by Jagdish. In fact, now coming in Himanshu, Surajmal, who've got all the hopes pinned onto him by NGC. Goes out on that empty raid. So consecutive empty raids we are just seeing in, and also the coach watching his young lads perform. And Pawan comes in, who got that first touch point for Warriors Arena. He's got his spring in the step. He's making sure this defense will be rattled, but I don't see anything of those, Sarthak.
Nothing. Two men on the four men on the field in chains of two, and something this is very important for Narwal Golden Club, and reflects doesn't really reflect where they are on the points table, but they are a pretty settled side. If you again do or die radio for
Yes.
Sansar, but
Correct. Sansar comes
where
in as in his lineup. Right cover blocks him. Sansar has no way to escape. Sahil
Great
that was
tackle. There
from the
comes
right
in.
cover.
He tried for the dupki, but Sahil came in with a lethal block there and formidable defense here.
Right.
Over
Karambir.
6 minutes
Karambir,
in
in
this.
fact, in the super tackle situation, do it red. And Ash hasn't come in time. Karambir makes it on the of the grass in the edge of the sword. What a raid there, Sarthak. Look at that. Do or die raid. He goes in quick, but Karambir making sure he gets loads out of this.
Great there. Naveen, I would try to put you in a spot here, and 6-2 reads the score line, just over 6.5 minutes in this encounter. Narwal Golden Club,
There we go,
what
Sarthak.
a
Sorry,
tackle
once
there.
again. Rakesh. It was a beautiful kind of an attempt there by Ashish, in fact, on that left position. Look at that. Rohit did not have anything extraordinary there. In fact, Himanshu, that was the captain, and a little bit of talking going on. So, refereeing the captain to control his team. But lovely tackle. Really, really well done by left cover Ashish Warriors Arena. Yes, Sarthak. So this is the first all out, probably we'll be looking at. So the
All
first
out.
all out coming in, Power in, and he's trying to get in. Deepak trying to make sure he goes for that solo attempt, but has to give it all out. Now Narwal Golden Club Warriors Arena in ahead. Right, the spots
Yes,
I'll be
they
putting
are
choose.
ahead.
Yeah,
And you can just see that the initial 7 minutes have been how their position on the points table have been so far. Warriors are an academy with 10 points and a score difference of 35 plus are second, while Narwal Golden Club are languishing at the bottom of the table and are the wooden spoon holders as of now. The fourth place side are 7 points ahead of them. So with 4 matches to go, they have a lot of work to do. I was putting you in a spot and asking you a
yeah.
question earlier there. Do you see the Narwal Golden
Right.
Club coming back from here?
Not with such kind of a defense. Not with such kind of a defense. Once again, it's Karambir breaking that chain, getting into that midline. Look at that. The dash comes in, but comes in very, very weak. Look at that. Chain is not at all coordinated. But if you ask me, I will be definitely hoping the NGC to make a comeback to make a match out of this. Because it is just early stages. In this Pool P matches. We have come the halfway through. There is still time for the teams to come back and make a mark to enter that Super 6 stage. So I am expecting Narwal Golden Club to come back there, Sarthak, but not with such kind of defense tactics.
Definitely, they have to improve, and also the defense. This has been their problem because if you look at the Warriors Arena Academy, the matches they have won with a difference of
This
20 points,
time!
and you can see
Yes,
why they have won
right.
with this kind of a difference.
Exactly, but this time it was NGC getting that point there. Wonderful tackle. They've pinned that man down. Sansar it was who started off that. And after a long time, NGC has scored a tackle point there. Do or die, Rakesh Subhash comes in. Rakesh Subhash trying to reach that length and breadth of the court. He runs in hard. Tries that running hand touch on that right cover. Unbelievably tense moments here. That right cover does not give in. Anish does not. Right corner comes in there. Rohit gets that point, pins the radar down. Rakesh Subhash, thank you, my friend, on the bench for a while.
Yes, and I was mentioning the highlight of the this match is that the defense of the Narwal Golden Club haven't been united at all. They are just all over the place to say the least. But compare that to Warriors Arena, and these guys just know what they are doing. They have come out with a strategy. They know when to attack. They know when to wait for the raider to go deep, and that's what has worked for them superbly so far. In the last match, when these 2 points met, Narwal Golden Club inflicted was were all out 4 times. So that is a lot of times, and
Yeah,
this
yeah.
time as well, they are staring at a big defeat. Is what the early signs
Himanshu
are.
Surajmal gets it. A point there. Goes in for that left cover defender by Warriors Arena. Ashish there, in fact, couldn't retrieve in time. and Himanshu, the captain, leading from the front. 8 points ahead now, Warriors Arena. Sarthak, Akash comes in. See, I would probably put it in terms of NGC's defense just needs to a little slow down, and they just needs to hold their nerves on together, and not give points in heaps what they have given so far. And I'm sure that will keep the scoring low, because now as Rakesh comes into raid, Rakesh Subhash, now it will be the raid to be the points for them. But the defense has to just hold on for a while.
Last time these two sides met, Rakesh didn't really have a great encounter, but he is ready to turn it on. Just got a solitary point in that last match, but here with such kind of there comes into such a lethal toe touch there, Naveen.
Exactly, he's gone in for that toe touch there, Sarthak, but it converted to be that stretched running hand touch. Gets Rohit out of that right corner. The attempt was to get into that cover defender with their toe, like as you mentioned, but luckily Rohit is out there on the right corner, following all the COVID norms. We are here Gurgaon Future Fighters Kabaddi Arena, and coming to you live on fan code, that too absolutely free. Nothing comes free this kind of a place, this kind of a game, but absolutely free on fan code. Please tell all your, I'm sure you will be watching this on the app, but please make sure all your friends and families also download this app, watch this match live, and enjoy that match. Right. So, as now, the match referees and the umpires have got into a little bit of a discussion to make sure the proceedings are smooth. But having that Pawan comes in with a do or die raid, pressure now on Warriors Arena. NGC needs to just relax, sit back, and watch the game. Don't pounce on this raider. Don't go for that advanced tackle. Not on that balk line. Let him go for that bonus. And this was what is required. This was really required there. Vicky on the right corner, making sure Pawan goes down without a point.
Yes, that's again a brilliant tackle there. And Naveen, you mentioned about how the Warriors Arena really need to slow down this game. But given that it's just 12 minutes in this match, I don't really think that the Warriors Arena will be interested to slowing down. So that is where the opportunity lies for Narwal Golden Club. For someone like Rakesh Subhash, they have to look that Warriors Arena. They might think of slowing the game down in the second half, but they won't
There.
now. But
Yes. Right. That's right around there. Rakesh trying to run the length and breadth of the field, tried to unsettle this defense. Look at that. That speed and agility came in good, but did not give him that fruitful bonus points there. That fruitful points that was waiting in to be taken for.
they have just unnecessarily gifted the points to the opposition. This is something you really don't like to see in a kabaddi match, or for that matter in any sport.
Once again, Sarthak. See, as you mentioned, it was another mistake there by the left corner, Vishal Hooda, giving points to Anish. Look at that. It was not whatsoever. The Raider was trying.
What was
He
the
went in for that
need?
wrong ankle hold. Yeah, he went in for that wrong ankle
What
hold.
was the need
He that
there?
different ankle.
What was the need? You really don't need to do that. And the Raider is coming to you, six men on the field. He'll try to go deep like Himanshu Surajmal. There comes in the bonus point. And a pursuit.
Oh, right. Sahil Jagdish slips in the pursuit as well. And gets them. Look at that. Unbelievable error once again. He was so late getting it back to his court, and the Raider is gone. Wow. This is such brilliant thinking by Sahil. He's got the captain going on the back for NGC. A block comes in. Another Raider down. Sansar goes down this time. A block coming in from the right corner. All happening for Warriors. They are truly playing like a warrior.
That has been something where the Raiders really don't. This will be disheartening. This has been
Yeah.
disheartening. This will be disheartening, and they would expect a quick turnaround sooner than later. Just three men on the field, a super tackle opportunity, but I don't think that's something which they are looking for because the confidence takes a hit. When you're 17-6 down in the first half, you've conceded an 11-point lead. It's not that easy to make a comeback, and Vicky knows that. Narwal Golden Club know that. Everyone
So
knows
they will
that. Naveen.
exactly, Sarthak. Yeah, just over 5 minutes of play that first half. Anish again a super tackle opportunity. I'm sure they are playing on this third raid, the do or die raid strategy that they'll be sticking into. Because see, if the empty raid by Anish, so the next raid becomes a do or die raid bet. No, the strategy has been changed. Gets his man. Anish gets Deepak. That was really not expected. Look at that. He goes in there, Deepak, but doesn't stay low enough. Doesn't lift that left hand enough. And Anish gets that point there. Vicky comes in now.
More than the technical side of things, of course, there can be a lot of factors to it. Vicky, off the mat
Another.
again.
Yeah. This time it is Rakesh.
So more
In
than the
fact,
tech.
there was yeah, that was the left corner defender there. Another all out. Two times the Narwal Golden Club has been sent back. The whole team has been sent back twice in this match. All out second time. 22-6. I'm not sure. I'll be asking you this, Satak. Who's your money on?
It's really something that the odds are heavily in favor of the Warriors Arena here, and why not? Everything just suggests that how good they have been. Even previous encounter, they were third on the points table. They haven't really fared well as well. They just have 10 points. They have a lot of catching up to do with someone like Amit Ashok Academy, but then you are facing only one team on in one match, and that's what they know. So Warriors Arena, they have been made to look as such a great side. 4-point lead already, and they have that habit of registering big victories by a margin of 20 plus points. And if you're wondering where am I getting all these statistics from, there is a
Hmm.
one-stop destination, kabaddiadda.com. If you miss matches here, just head over to the website, get all the stats, live stats from this match as well, or the tournament stats. And Naveen, isn't it a treasure of statistics and information?
Numbers game, as you are so comfortable with that, as it is, because Rakesh, he's not comfortable with that left corner defender, but gets that bonus under the watchful Sahil, who sent Himanshu back. He was so into the game. Himanshu wasn't. He was thinking about his team. Comes in Karambir, and with all the stats at your fingertips, Sarthak, you made a wonderful point, but 2 point raid here once again by Karambir. This was not required. A clear 2 point raid. Left corner. Once again making that mistake. Vicky, this is not supposed to be what is there. There you go. The left corner has been changed. In fact, Vishal Hooda this time is making that mistake. They popped that corner and he has to go out a multi-point raid. Karambir there from the front for the Warriors, but this time Rakesh has got it there, Sarthak.
He's got it there. He's definitely running hand touch on the left cover, and he's got it. That's it. He's pulled off a magnificent raid. And you mentioned about numbers and how the Narwal Golden Club will definitely not be comfortable with them right now, because they have just there's a 16-point deficit, Naveen. 16 points in the first half itself. You can say this is a very big defeat, even at the
Yeah,
start, even at the end of the encounter. But here you are, not even halfway through this game, and Narwal Golden
yeah,
Club
make that
really
exactly, make that 17 now with that bonus point in the previous raid. Rakesh comes in, but what a raid! Oh, that was a mistake. That was a rare error by Rohit from that. Did not expect that coming. 2 point raid for Rakesh. This, see, he slipped there. He made sure he gave a little bit of that defense to come around, and Rohit ran. Rohit just overran him and made that mistake. Much required luck, I must say. 15-point in lead there, Sarthak. Pawan comes in this time.
There it is. It really hasn't been the technical things which have hurt Narwal Golden Club, has it, Naveen? It has been the confidence, because when you concede such a big lead and you are now looking at 15 points, but this has something which is built on over the last 18 minutes of this game. Narwal Golden Club were never in this game, and that is what plays on the mind, because you know what position you are on the points table, you know what position you are in this game, and it's very difficult. Even if you have raiders like Rakesh, Subhash, this is wins.
Yes, Rakesh has been nabbed down by Aashish there on that right corner position. He came in across, did the lane loose and made it a solo tackle. What a hold that was. It's supposed to block, but then he cut and kept
A great
the
hold,
raider
a
down.
great hold.
Anish comes in. Yeah,
This
Anish
is
comes
a
in this
team
time.
sport. This is a team sport, Naveen. And in spite of having players like Rakesh, Subhash, and Himanshu, Narwal Golden Club are staring at a big defeat. Of course, there can be a comeback. It is a game of glorious uncertainties, but you can really not predict. But it's not a difference of 4 or 5 points which can be turned around in a raid. This is a major difference that we're talking about, and the defense has really let them down. Compare that with Warriors Arena. They have enjoyed this game and just executed the skills with sheer precision on the mat.
Himanshu there doesn't get anything out of this raid. But just before this, I liked what Anish did in that previous raid. He ran the clock. He knows that it was the end towards the first half. We are just in the do or die raid, and this is going to be the last raid of the first half. If they pin Pawan down, it'll be a boost there. At least the momentum going in for NGC. Will that happen? Will that left corner come into play? Vishal Huda. Will that left cover? Deepak tries it. Deepak has got that, but no, Pawan even better. Even bet there. He's got Deepak and Vicky, both of them. A 2-point raid is what I feel. The referees are getting into the something. I feel it's a fantastic raid on the do or die raid with 2 points.
A couple of points. The rest, please, will discuss and come to the final decision. But this encapsulates how the first half has been. The Narwal
Exactly.
Golden Club gifting points to Warriors Arena. Warriors Arena, I wouldn't really say, but they haven't really worked hard for the points they have got. They have, there
Exactly.
comes
The first
the
half
two
is there,
teams.
finished there. Sarthak got your comments. The first half is going in, and we have that 28-point lead there. 18-point lead for Pawan. And as I mentioned, there's Sarthak 2-point lead. So something there on the referee level for me.
A 2 point lead. There it is.
2 point.
It has been 18 point lead here for the Warriors Arena. And Naveen, I need to ask you this. You mentioned something about slowing the game down. 18 points with that's a really big lead, and they can really control the game here. But one thing we need to look at is that the Warriors Arena are on the third position on the points table. They are very close with Amit Ashok Academy and Narwal Kabaddi and Sports Academy. So in the future of the tournament, it's something that might take place. But more than the question, here it is: the statistics from this encounter. 18 raid points are for the Warriors Arena. Compare that to just 8 for Narwal Golden Club and the tackle points. Really not a comparison there, Naveen.
So start of the second half.
It's
Sarthak.
definitely the defense, and they will be looking. Himanshu Surajmal, just 1 point, a solitary point. That is not something which we expected from Himanshu.
Yeah, Himanshu needs to fire and make this complete usage of the captaincy pressure in also as well. Looks at the referees for the bonus, but nothing given. Nothing given. Now, this time, raiding him from the right to your left of the screen is Karambir. He's been such a supportive raider for Pawan, but it really requires a lot of ability and a lot of strength for this NGC to make that 18-point deficit come back with this kind of a tackle. They will definitely not be doing that. Vishal Hooda once again making that error on that left corner position. He just can't keep doing these mistakes. He just needs to support his team and come back soon. Expecting for a fight from NGC.
It is. He needs to get that. And Himanshu Surajmal, a dismal first half showing, but not really dismal in the tournament so far. So he has the numbers on his
What
side
a
and he gets it.
surprise on
An
that left in.
unnecessary diving,
Yes.
an
Surprise
unnecessary diving
attack.
ankle hold.
I I would rather put it as a surprise attack there, Sarthak by Pawan on that left in. This is what Raiders are tend to do. Okay, so left corner did leave that change. That was what asking about because Raiders tend that in that left in and right in positions. They surprise the opposition Raider and make sure the Raider completely confused because that tackle doesn't does it. That is a blind spot later wherein the tackle comes in. The idea was right, the execution was wrong, but lucky for NGC that they've got a point. Akash goes in for the empty raid.
Lucky for NBC that they've got a point. But what I felt there, Naveen, was that the team was really unaware about it. And how many occasions do you see just one defender pulling off a tackle? You need the team support there, and the team was as clueless as Narwal Golden Club have been in this majority of this game.
Definitely, the raider was in no, and also that is the reason why I call it a surprise attack there, Sarthak. That's the whole reason behind it because it is surprise and nobody will be telegraphed or WhatsApped before it. So how the Raiders in the left in and the right in position do that. So Pawan did that right. But then let's come back to Karambir this time. They're leading this game by a huge margin. And Sarthak, as you mentioned, they do win matches with a lot of point difference. So now I would just see this fight back coming in from Narwal Golden Club, at least to make sure they get something out of this match. They get that score difference down. Sansar, will he be able to make that? Goes in with a quick raid because the next raid is definitely going to be a do or die raid. Pawan comes in with a do or die raid for Warrior.
Do or die raid for Pawan year. There it is. Great strategy by the Narwal Golden Club not to go for the unnecessary tackles in this half like they have gone in the previous half. Four men on the field. The bonus isn't available. He's trying for the toe touch. Defenders going too deep.
Unnecessary this time. And Pawan was almost going back because that was a do or die. Last 10 seconds counter was down. 2 point raid. This was not necessary at all. Deepak from that left corner comes in hard. That does not come in from the corner defenders, my friend. That comes in from the cover defenders. It's very, very tough to dash a Raider corner, and that's what Deepak needs to learn. Of course, they are just 21-year-old, and they will be doing that. Himanshu, in fact, gets a point, gets that bonus. Jersey number 7, that is Himanshu there. That's a referee call. So he got the bonus and stepped into the lobby, Sarthak. By God, that was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. This is
Unbelievable.
what he do.
Unbelievable.
Super tackle situation. Akash has come in. Will pounce on him, get that 2 points with this super tackle. I am sure they will. Yes, they have. Himanshu goes himself, the captain leading from the front, blocks the Akash, the Raider, and sends him out. What a tackle, 2 points.
There it is. Great tackle there. The block comes in almost one-handedly pulling this off. And earlier in the game, there was the slight miscomfort for the defender who was just on the edge, and the patience has paid off.
Definitely paid off. Not a worry at all. Himanshu Surjmal. But I am really, I would say, not disappointed, but I am so in surprised or shocked of what Himanshu did there. He got that bonus previously to this raid, and then he stepped into the lobby. Right, the lobby is only when there is a physical contact, when there's a physical touch between a raider and defender. So these things needs to be corrected. I'm sure NGC will definitely make a comeback, no doubt about it. Under 21 years of age, nothing is as big as a match practice. I keep saying that, Sarthak. So this will give them a lot of experience to make sure they iron out all their mistakes and all their wrongdoings.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And for the viewers who've just joined us, the team rating from left to right is Narwal Golden Club. Himanshu, who's in action now, they are trailing by 17 points. The score reads 15-32, but there, there it is. He lost the balance, went off the
Yeah,
court, and really not a nice way to go off the court, Naveen, isn't it?
exactly. That was also a running hand touch there. Sancho claims it and accepts it as well. So the balance was almost, yeah, that was also a query answered. But that pace of Himanshu, that chain was a little bit of confusion and the retrieving skills of Sahil not coming into play. But Karambir, man who supported Pawan so very well for the Warriors arena, has to go empty handed this time. Rakesh is ready in for the pursuit. He is going in very quick. I'm sure this will be a very quick raid. Just reaches that, touches that block line, comes back because Pawan is coming in for a do or die raid. This is the strategy. Now, the strategy is fine. The thinking is fine. Let us see what the execution happens because you have a plan, but execute it, then is of no use. The plan is of no use. Pawan comes in previously to a do or die raid. He had talk the talk because he took in 2 points for that. This time goes in very deep, goes for that kick, gets 2 points this time as well. No doubt whatsoever. What a raid, 1 point raid. Pawan, you superstar. Went in so deep.
Superstars, stuff of superstars. These are the actions which make us believe that these going to be the players we are going more and more in the major tournaments, playing for Team India in the multi-nation events. These are going to be the players who are going to carry forward the legacy of Kabaddi that has been set by the Rakesh Kumar and the Anup Kumars,
Ankle
and
hold there.
definitely
What an ankle hold. Wonderful. Rakesh on that left corner. In fact, that was Aashish for the Warriors arena. What a ankle hold. Not require any support. Rakesh gets in. Aashish is what a wonderful tackle point that was. Super tackle situation. Karambir comes in. Will he go deep? Will that defense rattle with Karambir's speed? Himanshu on the right corner goes in to touch that captain. But no, this
also something
breath holding
which
kind of a
we
raid.
also something which we have to take into consideration here is that Warriors Arena, even though that sometimes they have considered a point or so, they have really made sure that they haven't let Narwal Golden Club get a cluster of points in succession. So this is in spite of having players like Himanshu Surajmal. So Himanshu can get a cup. No, he just stopped there, Naveen. What do you have to say about this?
He was confused. He confused with that defense, making sure that Himanshu did get any points. He was so desperate. Look at that. Look at that. He just slipped on the mat and then the tackle came in very, very quickly. So this was required there, but the slip of Himanshu is giving in points for the Warrior is what I'm thinking because Karambir came in from nowhere as a raider. He came in from nowhere, tried to pin down Himanshu, and then slipped himself. Now the discussion is: has Karambir also went out of the court before the touch could happen? I don't think so. I don't think so there. But let us see what the referees reckon because jersey number 3, Karambir is in question, and also Akash in question for the Warriors arena because if they have stepped into the lobby before touching Himanshu, then both of them need to be on the bench for a while.
Yes, and the referees have a closer sense of action than we have here. So definitely they will make the right decision. But if you want to get closer, then you can definitely head across to kabaddiadda.com, give all the match and news from the tournament and to know everything else. And that's it. The decision comes 1 point each.
Yes, exactly. 1 point each there, Sarthak, because Himanshu was tackled. So before that, he went into the lobby without touching Himanshu. So both the teams awarded 1 point. Tackle situation for Anish coming in. Now this is an opportunity for Narwal Golden Club. They have to make sure they pin this down, but not this. This is not the strategy. That was 2 points for the taking, but an error there by Bharat Roy. Bharat Roy coming in with that right corner, sort of a thing, but making sure Anish gets out of the midline. Danger averted. Dash comes in. Raider out is the ball. Ansar this time once again. It is who? Anish the man. After a raid point, he gets in that point from that right cover. Look at that. Look at that powerful dash. Did not give any place for Sansar to make sure that's going to happen. I'm sure Sarthak, this is the third all out on the happening. Ankle hold.
Third all
No
out.
way. Vishal Hutta needs to let Karambir back. Third all out.
Third all out, and this is definitely not looking good here. Warriors Arena, we have to say they are now firmly in control of this game. 10 minutes to go. Nobody is seeing coming back from a situation and turning around a 23-point deficit. Of course,
But
anything can game,
Sarthak,
but definitely,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Sarthak, so this is official timeout stuff. Just put yourself into that blue jersey of the referee. Right now, talking to the Warriors. But I would like to shift your focus on the other side of the court. A lot of substitutes. Vishal Hudda going and Aman coming in for the Narwal Golden Club. Aman comes in. A Raider has been brought in place of a defender. It was Vishal on that left corner who did duties, but now it is Aman the Raider coming in, and also Warriors making a lot of changes. Warriors taking Akash, who's done so well out for just a bit of a rest, and Ajay comes in. Ajay comes in for the Warriors. So if you were to be on the think tank of that Sarthak, what will be your Sarthak words?
My words will definitely be to go there and enjoy yourself on the mat because definitely, Naveen, the players are definitely not that bad. When you are coming on this mat, you are having some skill, and that's why you are here. But right from the start of this encounter, this is
Rakesh,
definitely what
yes,
we
yes,
have seen. We haven't
exactly.
seen this
Rakesh is
right from the
definitely not.
start.
Rakesh is definitely enjoying enjoying this raid as well because he goes down. But who's that again? Anish, the man who can raid, who can defend from right cover, everything happening for him. Right. So going ahead and enjoy the game is a nice point there. But to come to this match, I am expecting Sansar, I am expecting Himanshu, just to make sure they nullify this deficit for a while. Give that fight because we still have last minutes in this match, and that is what is required. A raider gets that point, and that is Sansar. Very rare false tackle, a very rare advanced tackle there by Warriors Arena. Right in defender coming in.
There it is, 23 points, and that's what we were talking about. There isn't really. It is another point here. Ajay this time, the substitute, trying to build on to the lead.
Yes. And who makes that mistake? Look at that. It's Vicky from that right corner position. Wasn't required, but yeah, that's what I was trying to say in the beginning and even now. The defense, Narwal Golden Club, needs to come together because Himanshu really and also Sansar making sure the raiding departments are also shared by Rakesh Subhash, but the defense needs to really make sure that they have their plans in place. They are steady enough, they are cool enough to make sure the Raider does not get more points. Now, this is a point for Ajay as well, the substitute for Warriors Arena, coming in to make a few points for himself under his belt. Get legs going. That dash comes in. This is a defense. This is a cohesive effort. This was lacking until now, but now Deepak makes sure NGC gets that tackle point. Will we see this more coming?
We might see there because Warriors Arena are on the field with two of the substitute players now, so they are getting the groove of things, and that's where there is a chance that Narwal Golden Club will try their best. No, the defense really isn't
Rakesh.
really in two minds about it.
Yes.
They are going to build on the lead.
Rohit's block has no answer whatsoever by the Look at that. A solo attempt, just a block. Support definitely not required for Rohit. Sends the rear out. Pawan comes in. just to do those formalities. Now Pawan can run that clock dot, but no, they want to have that point difference. And look at the mindset for Warriors there, Sarthak. They definitely want, keep that pace up. They definitely want to have that score difference, because score at the end of the day will make sure who is on the top of the table going to that Super 6.
Definitely. Also, if you're enjoying the action, watch the matches exclusively and for free on fan code at 10 a.m., 12 noon, 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. every night so that you can enjoy all this action. This is the thrilling action.
Yes, Sansar at this time he gets a very very nice kind of a gift from Sahil on that left corner. Look at that, going in for that ankle hold, completely missing out, and all the time in the world for Sansar to get back. Karambir now, what a supportive raider he's been for Pawan. He's been that second lead in this Warriors Arena's offense, that is the raiding department, and he, my God, has raided with lot of calmness.
He has, he has Naveen, and of course, when your team is ahead by 23 points, you really don't have to do anything. This is something Narwal Golden Club, Rakesh, Subhash, Himanshu ranks, but they haven't really played as a team in this encounter. The confidence has taken a hit right from the first game, and that is something which has really hurt them, hasn't it, Naveen?
Yes, very, very true. Ajay comes in for the do or die raid, the substitute man. He has to make some merry out of this, or NGC will have a small window for a comeback. This was not required. Once again, the defense making a valiant attempt. Deepak once again from left corner coming in, do or die raid. The raider had to take all that, but no, Deepak says, I will go in for that advance block or the ankle hold sort of thing, but does it in both of them. So Sansar has been blocked. Sansar has been caught in the ranks. Aashish gets that tackle point from the position, no doubt whatsoever. Look at that. Aashish actually being in that left cover position, leaves the chain, comes in with that chain along with Anish and makes sure the raider did not escape at all. But having Sarthak, having said this, NGC has so options, so good players as you were mentioning. But this is a biggest love for them in their life, hasn't it been? Because under 21, they have so much to learn. Nothing to write off any team, nothing to write off any player, because everybody is equal. It's just that the coordination and the coalition has to be in place. Is that it?
It is. And something to look out for here is that the stats are heavily in favor. And of course, you mentioned about stats, we mentioned, but what important is how you come back from the previous game. So every game begins with a zero here. So you have to make sure that this performance or the performance is still now. The top hasn't really been a very outing for the Narwal Golden Club, and they really have to make sure that they have to get over it, because with still three matches to go after this game, they have a lot of time in their on their hands. You're here because you are one of the best players, and you can really turn around. Why not? Because teams have done that in big match tournaments. You can take the takeaways and then do what you can. But really, in this game, Narwal Golden Club have just have been just tore apart here by their opponents. Warriors Arena have been on top of their game, to say the least.
Definitely, but Warriors are definitely playing like a warrior. But a rare mistake by Anish a few raids ago. But this time he doesn't. The dash comes in so strong, pushes Rakesh Subhash out of the court. Anish from that right cover position. Look at that. Lets in Rakesh too deep. The left cover defender lets him too deep, and the dash coming in from Anish, making sure Rakesh doesn't out of this. Ajay now comes in. The previous raid, a lovely toe touch he had been induced on corner defender. This time that left corner has been manned by substitute fielder there, Aman, substitute defender in fact. But Ajay will be walking out. empty-handed is what I feel. Because see, the point difference, Sarthak, as we were mentioning. Oh no, something action happening there in this raid. This is what. Yes, Aman goes out. We were expecting that this would be an empty raid. Go back, but then Ajay comes back and says, no, 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 I will pick a point for myself, and runs into the lobby, gets into his half. Oh, what a match of Kabaddi this is. Anything can happen anytime. That's the reason why we are the so crazy fans of this game. And Vicky comes in, Sarthak. So according to you, Sarthak, what exactly should NGC do to make sure they do leave an impact in this game? They do still matches left under their belt. They definitely can make an impact. They can also be spoiled sports at sometimes. Do or die situation. In fact, the super tackle situation coming in for Ajay.
There is a super tackle situation on there, and you ask me about what they can really do from this game. I think they need to be patient. They don't really need to be going for the unnecessary. They will get 2 or 3 opportunities in defense, so they have to be patient and not really make this 26-point deficit a 30-point one. Because if you look, they already have made a task very difficult for themselves when it comes to the tournament. Might as well turn
Yeah,
out to be just dead rubbers for them when it comes to the final 3 matches. If the DNH Foundation register victory tomorrow. So if you look, they have really made the task really for themselves. So they have to
exactly.
ameliorate the game. And there it is. Has he got the touch point?
What
No.
a what a jumping hand touch attempt there by Karambir. Super tackle situation. He's not bothered. But see, Narwal Golden Club, I'm sure will not be written off because even with this performance, there is few positives to be picked out because that is a game of Kabaddi. That's a game which anybody does. Vicky comes in for the do or die raid. I'm sure he will do a lot of talking. The team will there give that bonus away. Yes, they have given that bonus away. But no, bonus wasn't to be gone there. Do what I read. You cannot come back on a bonus, Vicky. I'm so sorry, my friend. You just cannot be out of that bonus. Do what I Ajay this time, Warriors Arena, having their nose completely ahead. I would say the whole body ahead. Now, Super Tiger situation. Yeah, this have been a team effort, but no, Ajay just and crossed the midline. No full blown effort whatsoever there by Himanshu, captain himself, going in for that super tackle because it was a do or die raid. You could have let Ajay still running on the mat and put some pressure on him. Bharat Roy, last inning, comes in. He needs to revive some person out of that bench. I'm sure if that was the key, it would be happy enough. Yes, one happy enough thing that happens for NGC. They're not all out for the third time, Sarthak.
They are not. They are not. The fourth time basically. So they have already been on all out thrice in this game, 4 times. And something which I would like to ask you, Naveen, is that you have followed this tournament pretty closely. You have followed the Pool A games, and now we are into Pool B. Warriors Arena Kabaddi Academy. They have registered 20-point victories twice before this, and now they are going to register a 27-point victory. Yes, 27-point victory. Do you think they can catch up with the Pool A matches and have are the favorites when it comes to the Super 6 stage?
Exactly, that's a very valid point made there. Without the tackle point or without the touch there, Karambir goes into that lobby. Not a worry at all. 50 to Warriors Arena, 26 to Narwal Club. The match goes one swinging pendulum. But Narwal Golden Club have lots and lots to think about. Pawan there, making sure the Warriors Arena were really warriors in their own arena. But coming back to that point of will Warriors Arena match up to the likes of the Pool A teams? Definitely, I will be very interested to see that because see now Warriors Arena have got so much under their belt only against oppositions from Pool B who they have seen, whom they have played twice in the same pool. But it would be interesting where they play to the opposition pool and they when the matches get the pool, and that is why we call that Super Sixes. That is where the interest lies. And 50 to 26, this is what this was by Warriors Arena. And truly, as I said, they have made that arena truly Warriors sort of themselves. But having said that, on the other hand, Narwal Golden Club definitely have a lot of talking to do. And I'm sure, Sarthak, they will come back a little bit later in this match, sooner than later, because they will be hoping for that going out of this tournament in a pride manner. Forget if they can make any goals on that points table. Forget they can make an impact on that points table. But going out with a win in their last few matches left across, give them a lot of confidence and pride, isn't it?
See you tomorrow then, Naveen. We really can't wait because this has been a great encounter. Now, tomorrow, Amit Ashok Academy will be in action versus Narwal Golden Cup. So, the top of the cellar versus the wooden spoon holders. That is something which can be a high scoring game or a pull of surprise. So, join you tomorrow there, Naveen.